Rick Derringer, born Richard Dean Zehringer on August 5, 1947, and died on May 26, 2025, was a renowned American musician, songwriter, and producer. He first achieved fame in the 1960s as a member of the McCoys, a rock group that scored a #1 hit in 1965 with Hang On Sloopy. The song later became a cultural staple, especially in Derringer's home state of Ohio. Throughout his career, he transitioned successfully into a solo artist, session musician, and producer, influencing numerous rock, pop, and Christian music projects. Rick had an estimated net worth of $500,000 at the time of his death. Early life and the rise of the McCoys. Derringer was raised in Fort Recovery, Ohio, by his parents John Otto and Janice Levine Zehringer. His father worked for the Nickel Plate Railroad. Inspired by his uncle Jim Thornburg, a talented local guitarist and singer, Derringer started playing guitar at age 8. His musical journey accelerated after his family moved to Union City, Indiana, where he started a band with his brother Randy. Initially called the McCoys, the group went through several name changes before returning to their original moniker. In 1965, they gained national attention when they were selected by the Strangeloves to record My Girl Sloopy, which Derringer convinced them to rename Hang On Sloopy. The song became a nationwide hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and becoming closely associated with Ohio sports and events. Career in the 1970s, band collaborations and solo debut. After his initial success, Derringer and the McCoys collaborated with blues rock guitarist Johnny Winter in the group Johnny Winter and he also joined Edgar Winter's White Trash and the Edgar Winter Group. In 1973, Derringer released his debut solo album, All American Boy, featuring the standout track Rock and Roll, Hoochie Coo. Although the single became a top 25 hit, the album itself didn't perform as well commercially but later received critical acclaim. Derringer continued releasing music both solo and with his band Derringer. Albums such as Sweet Evil, 1977, and Guitars and Women, 1979, showcased his evolving sound and songwriting ability. He also played guitar on Steely Dan's tracks like Showbiz Kids and Chain Lightning, and he helped Donald Fagen secure a record deal in the early 70s. Collaborations and influence in the 1980s and 1990s. The 1980s saw Derringer lending his guitar talents to major tracks like My Rival on Steely Dan's Gaucho and Don Fagen's solo project The Nightfly. He also played memorable solos on Air Supply's Making Love Out of Nothing at All and Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart, both penned by Jim Steinman. Derringer considered his solo on Air Supply's hit as one of his personal favorites. He ventured into video production and music for wrestling entertainment, co-writing Real American, which became iconic as Hulk Hogan's entrance theme. The track gained political significance when it was used by figures like Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton during public events. In the late 80s, Derringer was active with Cyndi Lauper, contributing to her albums and touring as her lead guitarist. He also continued his association with Meat Loaf and made appearances on the variety TV show Way Off Broadway, where he served as music director. During this era, Derringer also produced 6 albums for Weird Al Yankovic, including the parody artist's self-titled debut. His work with Yankovic earned him a Grammy and solidified his reputation as a versatile producer. Turned to faith and continued musical ventures, 2000s, 2010s. In 1997, Derringer embraced evangelical Christianity, which influenced his future musical projects and political views. He and his family released 4 Christian music albums in the early 2000s, such as Aiming for Heaven and We Live. He also produced Free Ride Smooth Jazz and toured globally with Edgar Winter and Ringo Starr's all-star band. Derringer stayed musically active into the 2010s, forming the Asia Project with his wife Jenda to reinterpret popular Chinese songs. In 2014, he joined Peter Frampton's Guitar Circus Tour, performing alongside legends like B.B. King and Steve Lukather. Legal issues in later years. In 2017, Derringer faced legal trouble for carrying a loaded firearm on a flight from Cancun to Atlanta. Believing his Florida concealed weapon permit was valid across borders, he pleaded guilty and paid a fine. That same year, he re-recorded Real American with new lyrics and promoted it through InfoWars, reflecting his political stance and conservative alignment. He also participated in campaigns against bullying and toured with bands such as Vanilla Fudge and Badfinger during Hippie Fest in 2018. His continued commitment to music extended to contributions for anti-bullying initiatives and nostalgic rock performances. Media and legacy. Rock and Roll, Hoochie Coo remained one of Derringer's most enduring songs, appearing in the cult classic film Dazed and Confused, video games like Guitar Hero 2, and learning tools like Rocksmith 2014. Its legacy underscored Derringer's lasting impact on rock music and pop culture. Personal life and political views. Derringer was married twice, first to Liz Agris and later to Jenda Derringer, with whom he created numerous Christian and collaborative music projects. In later years, he became outspoken in conservative circles, frequently appearing on InfoWars and voicing support for Donald Trump. His political turn earned him both praise and criticism. Death. Rick Derringer passed away on May 26, 2025, in Ormond Beach, Florida, at the age of 77. His wife, Jenda, confirmed that he died peacefully after being removed from life support following a medical emergency. According to close friend Tony Wilson, Derringer had undergone triple bypass surgery months prior but had seemed to recover. Rest in peace, Rick Derringer.